And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the home for the Atlanta Hawks. Looking sharp and focused for the task at hand. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Our setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Turner.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Victor Oladipo has a huge task and a long road in front of him making his way back from that knee injury. But you talk to his teammates, and they rave about his mental makeup. They say he's an incredible person, great to be around, the most positive guy they've ever played with. So, Kevin, if anyone can come back from this, he can.
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. And tonight a matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast, and they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for a coach, is to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual one.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh, yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. And it's Lamb in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. It's Reddish and Hunter teaming up at the forward spots. And it's Collins in at the 5 down low. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Young inside. He's guarded by Brogdon. Young passes to Reddish. Kicks it out to Collins. Young for 3. That shot off. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Turner finds himself wide open and drills it.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Outside Collins. Now here's Reddish, covered by Lamb. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Collins.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Brogdon outside. Oladipo left side. Lets it go with a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oladipo finding his range now, Kevin.
Herter passes to Hunter. No one near him. Misses off the left iron.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Lamb passes to Sabonis. The shot comes out. Collins with some nice D. The tray. And Herter gets it to go.
Herter never shy to let that one go. Just enough room on the catch and shoot.
Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. There's the lob to Oladipo. Stolen by Collins. 3 on 3. Herter passes to Collins. Now here is Young. In the corner, it's Hunter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Brogdon. Reddish grabs the rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense. And speeding up the offense, something the Hawks began last season.
It was interesting for the Hawks kind of zigging while everybody's zagging, as they made it a priority to get to the offensive glass, along with tons more field goal attempts in their offense, and that's been giving some defenses fits.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
That one drops. He ties it up. And Brogdon's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Outside, Lamb. Back to Brogdon. Over Young. Sabonis trying to get open. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Reddish. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Reddish has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Brogdon outside. He dishes it to Turner. Puts it up from 7. Sabonis trying to get open. And Turner the bucket on the assist from Brogdon.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
Passes it to Young. Outside Collins. Brogdon against Young. 5 on the clock. The shot, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
Here's Collins, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
Outside Turner. Pass to Oladipo. Here's Lamb. Kept alive by Indiana. Turner passes to Sabonis. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Hunter, the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Pass to Oladipo. And there's the pass to Sabonis. Count it.
Well, Sabonis can play there on the block. That's where he did a lot of damage in college. So him working inside, that's a good sign.
Young taking his time here. And the shot goes in.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Pacers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Lamb kicks to Oladipo. Passes it to Brogdon. Lets it go from deep. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Brogdon's got 5.
A good shooter from behind the arc. Selective when he does it. Love how Brogdon lets that one fly.
The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. Herter passes to Collins. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
Ferocious in his athleticism right there. Oladipo way up high.
Here's Young. 29 points for him last game against Chicago.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play and very, very high percentage.
Pacers leading by 3.
It's really all about Trae Young and his skill. And you know how many hours that takes, Kevin? I mean, he is putting time in the gym to show you what he's capable of out here on this floor, and he makes it look easy.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And Brentford Trae Young, remarkable how his game has grown.
Going to be interesting over the next 3 to 5 years what kind of layers Trae Young can add to his game. We know he is a prolific shooter. He's got deep range. He's a good playmaker, but how good does he want to be? We're going to find out how complete he can be.
Free throw no good for Oladipo.
In the 2013 draft, Victor Oladipo out of Indiana becomes the 2nd overall pick, and he broke out in his first season with the Pacers. Nice to see him come back from this injury and start to make an impact.
Now here's McConnell. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. The layup off target.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point differential. Pass to Len. Here's Bembry. Now here's Teague. 23 points for him the last game against Chicago. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Len. It's Jones on the way. That 3 off the mark. Pacers leading by 7. Now McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Basket counts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Teague with the ball. The dish to Len. Parker outside. Kicks it out to Jones. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And that one good. And it's an 11-point Indiana lead.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, 3 prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, 3 great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up now because of how impactful these guys have been.
The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Jones looking for an opening. Dishes it to Teague. Can they get it? And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Shot from the inbound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
First free throw is good.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
And coming from a background with player development for head coach Lloyd Pierce.
Well, I think he's great at just being a cheerleader and a confidence builder for this young team. I believe that to be a good fit here in Atlanta. He brings a great hands-on approach, and very, very important for him to think about player development as these young guys grow together.
Parker. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Leaf. The 3 from Warren. Atlanta with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Now here's McConnell. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. And Teague, here we go. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, there's always this talk about Jeff Teague and his speed on display there as he attacks with that opportunity.
Warren on the wing. He feeds it to McDermott. It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Finished off the break. And now just a 5-point Pacer lead.
And Teague takes advantage of the room he had in front of him, creating an easy opportunity for himself.
And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Warren. He dishes it to McDermott. Clock at 4. Over Jones. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McDermott's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Bembry, guarded by Holiday. Bembry the pass to Teague. They get it back. Back to Jones. The second chance effort. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
On the free throw, no good. And so Holiday will bring it up for Indiana, leading by 5. "12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside Warren. Good on the triple. And the Pacers lead by 8.
TJ Warren trusts that shot. Trust me. Fantastic at shooting with purpose off the pass. That's alliteration.
Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers out in front, leading by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Pacers leading by 5. Alex Len out there with Jones. Then there's Parker. Then there's Teague. And it's Bembry in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Leaf. Last time out he had 14 points. Shot clock at 6. McDermott kicks to Holiday. It's tipped. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Bembry. Teague left side. The 10-footer finds the target. Teague's got 11.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. And they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible and I don't know how much,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support them.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pacers leading by 3. Outside Warren. Back to McConnell. Down low. Here's Holiday. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Teague against Holiday. Parker outside. And again, it's Atlanta.
Parker taking it over right now. A capable shooter from any spot on the floor.
McConnell scanning the floor. Here's Leaf, guarded by Len. The 3 from Warren. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way. To the left wing. Here's Bembry. Rebounded by McDermott.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Pass to McConnell. This one for 3. Rebound Atlanta. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
No doubt that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. It got them points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Indiana shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Collins checked in for Len. Hunter comes in for Damian Jones. Reddish, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. And Trae Young subbed in for Benton.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Brogdon the pass to McConnell, the 10-footer. And it's off the back rim, no good. It's Young on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Brogdon against Young. Brogdon the pass to Lamb. Back to Brogdon. Stolen by Collins. Here's Hunter. And it's all evened up.
That's Collins right there. Just active hands that ignites the break.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brogdon outside. Launches a three. And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Reddish. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brogdon against Young. And here is Brogdon. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Hunter, no good. The Pacers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. You've seen a lot of teams over your time that have been terrific starting a season, then just fall apart second half of the season.
Have you seen it, Kevin, happen with teams that have really good veteran players? I've seen it with young teams.
Yeah, unravel. I mean, it's painful to watch. None come to mind, but I'm sure you could start to find teams that are 10 wins below from one half of the season to the next half.
And some of that, we know, it can happen with injuries to a star player, and you just are dismantled. But a lot of times...
Like the Pacers with Oladipo.
Yeah.
They were a different team the last quarter of the season.
It's a great call, Kevin. But a lot of times it happens with young teams because if you get off to such a hot start and it's a bit unexpected, there's going to be a lot more attention on you. And you start to feel like, oh, well, we've arrived. This is easy. We've done this for 35, 40 games. No problem. Well, the league figures you out. And a lot of times young teams that have early success are probably the most susceptible to this lemmings kind of falling off the cliff type of deal.
Here's Hunter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
A moment here to see some numbers for Lamb. His last 10 games, averaging about 7 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can get down on himself at times. He's just got to keep working, and I think things will turn around.
This is where your character can be tested, his will to fight through this kind of adversity, but I think he's got a good chance.
The free throw drops for Hunter. He's off on the second.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Reddish. It's stolen by Lamb. And now the fast break, Brogdon with the ball. And he goes in for the dunk.
On the break, Brogdon with a great job of surveying the floor and understanding where everybody was coming in from on that fast break.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Herter, covered by Lamb. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Indiana.
Herter showed some great progress in his first year, and now showing how much more comfortable he is.
And in his rookie season, Kevin Herter out of Maryland taking his time and finding his spots.
Yeah, after his sophomore year in Maryland, Kevin felt like he was ready for the NBA, and I think Travis Schlenk, the general manager of the Hawks, looking at shooting as something he wanted to build on coming from the Golden State Warriors. He got a great shooter in Herter.
And the first one drops.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Herter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018, sweet touch, and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Herter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Doubled by Sabonis. Here's Collins. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oladipo goes in. Rebound Atlanta. Reddish has got his 4th rebound in this one. Young from outside gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
You start getting the feeling that Trae Young is going to be one of those guys that once he gets into his three-point motion, count it.
The pass to Lamb. He kicks it to Turner. Over Hunter. And that one goes long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pacers leading by 5. Oladipo goes in. From deep. Kept alive. Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
Here's Young. He has 7. Passes to Hunter. In the corner. Herter with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Herter's got 6.
Hard to stop with how quick Herter is able to rise.
Oladipo outside. Now here's Lamb. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. They get it again. Here's Turner shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
It's his first trip to the line.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Turner.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Pacers making a switch here. Warren's checked in. And he makes both free throws. And the Hawks with possession here. They trail by 7. Young outside. Pass to Herter. Lobbed up there for Collins.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Indiana's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. It's Oladipo on the wing. To the inside, stolen by Collins. Fires it up. Young's shot is off. Pacers leading by 5. Rogged in the pass to Oladipo. Collins with some nice D.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Hunter. Then for the Pacers, Leaf comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Here's Collins. 8 points for him. Kicks to Young. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Here's Oladipo. Excellent D there from Parker.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter. Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Holiday. No good again that time. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And the wide open shot from Reddish. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
Well, as good as he is offensively, the challenge for Trae Young as the years go on here is to stand up defensively and shut down whoever he's guarding. Small and slender. If he can become just a little bit above average on that floor, that's a huge win for the entire team.
Atlanta making some changes. Lenz checked in for John Collins. Damian Jones comes in for Reddish. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Huerter. There's the pass to Warren. At the top of the key, Turner. Tries it from 19. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Holiday. And he said he's eager to change the narrative about his defensive shortcomings. But, Brent, what does Trae Young need to do to improve there?
Well, I think he has to look at the approach that Steph Curry had. You remember with the Warriors, a lot of questions about Steph not being able to guard his position and shifting off with Clay. Well, Trae's got to accept that challenge as much as he's trying to lead this team offensively. If he can show defensively he can be consistent, that's going to go a long way for these young Hawks.
Atlanta leading by 3. A fader. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Leaf, and he drops it in from the low post. .43 seconds left to play in the first half. Young dishes the land. Parker inside. And it's sent back by Turner. And here comes Leaf leading the fast break. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Oladipo against Young. For 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawks lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jeff Teague. Jeff, they grabbed the lead on you guys. How were you able to grab it back?
Came back in and just started playing harder. We know these are some crucial games for us right now at home, and we just got to go out there and try to get wins.
Well, we'll see who grabs it last. Jeff, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now,
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Jeff Teague playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Turner and Sabonis playing inside. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Lamb at the 3 slot. Pacers trail by 3. Brogdon outside to the paint. Here's Oladipo. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Reddish kicks to Young. Rebounded by Lamb.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. The free throw drops for Oladipo. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury. And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
The game now all-time. Oladipo's got 19 points.
Yeah, it's that guy again, Victor Oladipo, just getting it done. Looks like he's going to have a huge night.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. The shot's good. Young's got 14. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Again, Young missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now here's Lamb. He's guarded closer. Oladipo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brogdon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Collins.
Well, Brogdon being the rookie of the year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who could play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Brogdon hits them both.
Well, Brogdon clearly a leader out there for the Milwaukee Bucks last season. You remember how much the coaching staff was talking about when Malcolm Brogdon gets back, how much he can slow down possessions and get them into the right spots. Now with Malcolm moving on to the Indiana Pacers, Nate McMillan will rely on him to do the same thing for that Pacers squad.
The dish to Lamb. Turner inside. He has 6. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
A shot by Reddish, no good. And for Malcolm Brogdon, he was elected a VP of the Players Association last year.
Oh, you talk about players around the league. Malcolm Brogdon, one of the smartest players in the game, has been tremendously efficient out there on the floor. Always plays with a tremendous calmness when he's leading a team at the point guard position. So he reads plays on the floor, and he does a great job of communicating with his teammates. Going to be very impactful for the Indiana Pacers to have that kind of personality as they begin their season. Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
To the middle, stolen by Collins. Hunter with it, picked up by Turner. Inside, Reddish lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Reddish has got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks. Now Brogdon. He's got 9. Down low. Sabonis, no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Pacers trail by 6. Brogdon with it. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And stolen by Hunter. Fast break, the Hawks. Herter, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Collins.
And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
The first one falls. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
The Hawks leading by 5. Pulls up for 3. Unable to get that one. The Pacers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. McConnell passes to McDermott. Turner looking around. To the inside. 4 on the shot clock. He gets it in there. And 11 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
How about Brogdon just adjusting there and then finishing with contact?
And Atlanta has possession. Passes it to Reddish. Collins with it. The 11-footer off the left rim and out. Pacers trail by 3. Here's McConnell. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 4th assist in this one. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Teague the pass to Collins. Here's Reddish. The shot that time not on target. So Indiana will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Hawks shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Herter, no good.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
McConnell kicks to McDermott. It's stolen by Reddish. Jumps up. And Reddish with the slam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's McConnell. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Brogdon, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Brogdon inside, never rushed, effective with the soft touch.
The Hawks leading. And here is Teague. He's got 13. Pass to Collins. Dishes it to Reddish. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the 3 well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5.
One shot.
And that one misses. And when he's on the floor, he's very productive. But the one knock on T.J. Warren is that he's prone to missing games.
Never played more than 66 games in his young career, Kevin. So something hopefully he can check off his list this year is work his way into the high 70s and be a consistent performer out there and avoid losses of game.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
McConnell kicks to Holiday. Pass to McDermott. Over Reddish. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Jones checked in for Atlanta. And so Holiday will bring it up for Indiana. 8-point game. The pass to McDermott over Jones. Indiana again missing.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Bembry. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Bembry's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Now here is Holiday. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Passes it to Leaf. To end the run, Len grabs the board.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. McConnell passes to Warren. And he uses the glass on the layup. Warren's got 5.
Nice move towards the basket there. You gave T.J. Warren a little too much room, and he's going to want to score.
The Hawks leading by 10. Bembry the pass to Jones. Poked away. Now McConnell. 9 points in the game so far, and that one is good. And that's now 21 points for Victor Oladipo. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Teague. Pass to Parker. Back to Teague. Clock is at 3. Fires the 3. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. Oladipo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Warren, good.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Atlanta's shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. T kicks to Len. Parker against Warren. Shot from 12. And that one's good. Parker. And the Hawks lead by 8.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
He's had a few chances at the line. 1 of 3 in the game. That's good from Oladipo. Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. Both good from the line that time. Atlanta leading by 6. Outside Teague. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And it's good. 2 points.
McDermott crafty when it comes to scoring inside, uses that quick trigger release close to the basket.
Atlanta's shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. Outside Teague. 1:09 left to play in the third.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
And finished off by Oladipo.
You got to get in front of Oladipo or else you're going to see things like that. We don't mind.
Atlanta's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Teague surveying the D. Down low, Len, and the dunk by Len.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Pass to McConnell. Here's Leaf. Teague covering. 6 to shoot. Leaf passes to Oladipo. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Teague. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
And you can see the confidence building in Jeff Teague hitting everything right now.
Here's McConnell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jabari Parker. First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Oladipo against Young. 4 seconds left. Offensive rebound. Len uses the glass to finish the layup. Len's got 6 points.
This guy's got a great nose for the offensive glass, and I like how he used those long arms that time to reach up, snag that rebound.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Teague. Hunter is out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Young in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Pacers trail by 8. Lamb passes to Leaf. Over in the corner, Warren. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, it's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Teague, the pass to Len. He dishes it to Young. Teague against Lamb. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's Oladipo, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
Oladipo, a guy who can live at the line with his power and explosiveness around the glass.
That free throw missing.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Teague. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Young's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Oladipo, here we go. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Oladipo's got 28 points for the game.
That ability to attack off the bounce, one of the real strengths of Oladipo's game.
Parker outside. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Parker playing for Coach K in college. He's got that pedigree as well as a great attitude.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Parker. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins comes in for Alex Len, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Teague. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Pacers. And Parker drops them both. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Here's Turner, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. 8 points for Miles Turner.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
And the pass to Hunter. It's stolen by Lamb. Knocks it loose. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Young. The shot, no good. Good D by Brogdon. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. It's Oladipo on the wing. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
At 6'5", Brogdon capable of getting up there. We don't see it all that often, but a nice dunk.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Young against Brogdon. Now here's Collins. Not a lot of room. And finished off by Collins. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
To tie it up. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Parker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Huerter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb.
Kevin Huerter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. It's good, and the Hawks lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Jeremy Lamb.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Stolen by Brogdon. Outside, Lamb. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Brogdon with it. Oladipo outside. Back to Brogdon. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Young inside. He's guarded by Brogdon. Collins kicks to Young. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Oladipo. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Parker, with no one around, off target with his 3.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Reddish. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Tries again. And it's sent back by Turner. Indiana again turning it over. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
And you look at Collins, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Herter. Outside Collins. And Young kicks to Reddish. Collins passes to Herter. Young with the ball. Guarded by Oladipo. Young's shot is off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
The Hawks trailing. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
It's Parker outside. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. It's good.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Right side Turner to the paint. Parker with the steal. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. They grab their own miss. It's stolen by Oladipo. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Brogdon, and the layup is good. Brogdon's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And for the Hawks, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here's Herter, guarded by Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Collins dishes to Young. Looking to get it going. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Drawing a foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Trae Young wants to be a leader, but it's not about wanting it. You have to show it on a consistent basis so your teammates start to look towards you.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Pacers leading by 3. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got 34 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Young. Inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Way too easy for Collins. With ideal positioning, he's a real problem out there.
Passes it to Lamb. There's the triple. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 7th assist here tonight. Here's Young. To the wing on the left. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Oladipo. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now it's an 8-point Pacer lead. Atlanta with the ball. Young passes to Collins. Young against Brogdon. And Young, here we go. Good. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it just might be time for him to defer in a game this close, especially when you're just 2 of 10.
Pass to Sabonis. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds. The Hawks trail by 8. Young passes to Reddish. And he banks in the layup. Reddish has got 19 points.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Bounce pass from Brogdon. It's Oladipo on the wing. Back to Brogdon. Collins with some nice D.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Brogdon against Young. Pass to Oladipo. Oladipo draws the double. To the paint. Here's Turner. Sabonis trying to get open. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Oladipo.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Young up top, covered by Lamb. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Young. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Lamb.
The pass to Brogdon. To Lamb. Sabonis trying to get open. No good from Lamb. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in, and so Young nails them both.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Young against Brogdon. 1:04 left to play in the final quarter. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Sabonis, no good. Atlanta's shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. Young, good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty, GA. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oladipo outside. Back to Lamb. Jacks up a 3. Reddish grabs the rebound. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Young against Brogdon. To take the lead. Bullseye!
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 5 seconds left in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brogdon inside the line. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.